Okay, question 2 says now, 2.1, given the infinite geometric series, 10 to t plus 10, t minus 2, blah, 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 all the way. Show that t is equal to -2. Remember, what do we know about infinite or rather geometric series is that r is going to be t2 divided by t1, so which is still equal to t3 minus t2, blah, blah, blah. So how can I show that? I'm going to say, okay, t2 divided by t1 is going to be equal to t3 divided by t2. So I'm going to say t minus 2 divided by t plus 10, it is equal to t plus 4 divided by t minus 2. And then on a cross multiply, we'll have t minus 2 squared, it is equal to t plus 4, t plus 10. And then this one, it is t squared minus 4t plus 4, it is equal to t squared plus 14t plus 40. And then when I apply a zero factor of t squared and t squared will cancel, then negative 14t minus 14t is negative 18t. It is equal to 40 minus 4, it is 36. And then t is equal to -2. When I get t to be equal to -2, let's just confirm if indeed it gives us a geometric pattern, if that's the case, okay? Yes. If this is -2, it's going to be 8 here. 8 minus 4, then plus -2 plus 2, it is plus 2. Okay, now let's confirm if the value that we get is constant now. -4 divided by 8, it is -half. 2 divided by -4, it is -half. So yes, 2 it is t, it is indeed equal to -2. 2.1.2, calculate the value of t to the power of 25. Write your answer in the form of Tn is equal to b to the power of n. Calculate the value of t to the power of 25. Okay, so we now have our pattern to be equal to, our pattern, it is 8, -4, 2. Okay, you can say a plus -4 plus 2 so that it does not confuse you, okay? And then plus blah, 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 blah. So our Tn here in this case, our Tn is going to be ARA to ARN minus 1 again. Where now A, it is 8. Then R we found it to be -half. N minus 1. Okay, this is my Tn, but they wanted what? T25. So T25 in the form of this one, we'll just say it is 8 to the power of -1 half, multiplied by -1 half to the power of, when I substitute 25, it's going to just be 24. And then they want it in this form, bx. I'm not sure if I should end here or I should maybe continue and say this is 8 multiplied by -2 to the power of -1 multiplied by 24, which is the same as -24. And then, okay, and then let's see, 2 to the power of 3 multiplied by -2 to the power of -24. And then let's see, but the bases are not necessarily the same. Okay, so I don't know, but they want it in the form of b to the power of n. So I'm not sure if it's going to be -2, then 3 multiply, okay, 3 plus -24, which is -21. Am I correct? Okay, let's just confirm if my answer is correct. I'm going to just substitute 8 into -half to the power of 24. It gives me, when I substitute it here, it gives me 1 divided by 2097152. Let's confirm if this is the same now. Okay, but I doubt it's going to be the same because this negative here, I just can't put it outside just like that. Let me just confirm. Negative 2 to the power of negative 21. Well, in this case, it gives us a negative answer. Well. Okay. Okay, I'll just leave it here. Okay. If there is any further simplification, then it's fine. 2.1.3, calculate the sum of the infinite series. The sum, okay? They tell you that it is an infinite series, right? So remember, we say Sn is equal to A, 1 minus R, okay? And then what is the value of A? The value of A, we are very exposed to it to be something like 8. 1 minus, what is the value of R? The value of R, it is negative half. And then let's see. 8 divided by 1 plus 0.5. I get something like 16 divided by 3. Okay, beautiful stuff. 2.2, interesting question. It says, given sigma from K to 117. So 117 gives you like the last Tn of the last part, okay? This is the last term, basically, okay? T117, it is your last term. Then this one, Tk, it is your first term. Is your first term. So this is your Tn, okay? And then let's see. Okay, and then you are giving the sum. Okay, this is the sum. You are giving the sum of whatever terms that we have thereof. Write down the difference between T16 and T14. Well, T14 minus T6, sorry. It is equal to, I can substitute 14 into this formula. 4 into 14 minus 1 minus 4 into 6 minus 1. Okay, and then I'll have 4 into 14 minus 1 minus 24 minus 1. I get something like 32. Okay, I get something like 32. And then let's take this upwards here. So calculate the value of K. How can I calculate the value of K? Now, remember when I have sigma, the important things that I need to know, it is Sn, it is equal to how much? But in this case, I'm given to be 26,675. And then I need to know the value of A. The value of A, it is when I substitute whatever this value is here, there. Okay, so the value of the first term is going to be 4K minus 1. And then I'm going to need the what? Okay, the last term, I have the last term. The last term, it is what? It's going to be, I substitute this value here onto P. So it's going to be 4 multiplied by 117 minus 1. So 4 multiplied by 117 minus 1. I get something like 167. And then let me see what I have. N, number of terms. Number of terms. How do you calculate number of terms? Remember, for number of terms, it is top minus bottom plus 1. So what is my top? My top, it is 117 minus bottom plus 1. So N, it is something like 118 minus K. Then we should be fine. Therefore, Sn, using this formula, N divided by 2A plus L, since well I know the last term, okay? And then Sn I'm already given to be something like 26,675. It is equal to N. N, it is how much? N, it is 118 minus K divided by 2. Then A, it is the first term, which is 4K minus 1 plus, what is the first term? The last term, sorry. Okay, even if I do not use a bracket here, I can say just it is 4K minus 1 plus, what is the last term? the last term it is 467 rather. Okay, and then I can simplify a little bit. I can multiply the 2 to the other side. When I do that, I have 26, 675 multiplied by 2, which is 53, 350. It is equal to, then I still have that 118 minus k outside. And then inside the bracket, I have 4k minus this one is going to be 4k plus 466. Okay. Am I correct? Yes. And then let's simplify a little bit. 350. It is equal to 118 multiplied by 4k. It is 472k. And then 118 multiplied by 466. It is 54988. And then minus 4k squared. Minus 466k. Now let's apply this factor. Let's take the 4k to the other side. It's going to be positive 4k squared. And then this one minus this one, 472 minus 466 is positive 6. But when I take it to the other side, it's going to be negative 6k. And then 350 subtract 54988. And it's going to be something like negative 1638. And then let me equate that to 0. And then I can take 2 as a common factor. When I take 2 as a common factor, I will have something like 2k squared minus 3k minus, let me see, 1638 divided by 2. I get 1819. Okay. Then let me see, 1819 multiplied by 2, such that when I subtract, divide by 21. Okay. Let's use quadratic here. Let's use quadratic. It's going to be k, it is equal to negative b plus or minus square root of b squared minus 4ac. C it is 819. Then divided by 2a. Okay. Then let's see if our calculator can help us in this case. Negative into negative 3 plus square root of 9 minus 4 into 2 into 819. Negative 819 rather. And then divided by 2. Or rather, no. By another 2. Okay, I get k is equal to 21. Or k is equal to negative 19.5. But k cannot be negative, so k is equal to that one. Okay, yes. Okay, we should be fine. We should be fine. So that's that for this question of, okay, what did I do? I think this is it for this question. It wasn't a bad question for question 2. Okay, yes.